It's Foster's Film Review. And today we're reviewing Star Wars, The Rise of the fucking Skywalker. Woo! I know I'm late on the game on this one, so... Oh god. And I'm not really a huge Star Wars fan. It took a while before they got me out to go see this damn movie, and I will just say, it's not as bad as what I thought it was going to be, but it definitely is not a great film. And it's just, I don't know. I'm just a fan of the original 3 movies, 4, 5, and 6. So these new series, I don't know. It's just, it's just kind of crazy. There's just some key points. And this, you know, if you haven't seen the movie, which probably everyone has at this damn point, but, you know, there'd be some spoilers, but I'm not going to go too much into the movie. I'll just get the bad stuff off my mind. So basically, the first part that I'm pissed off about is why they brought back Palpatine. And there's no way they could tell me that they had an idea of him being in this series, because he just comes out of nowhere. And then the fact, if you're going to bring back Palpatine, why introduce him in the damn opening title crawl? It's like at least maybe halfway in the movie, you know, like bring him out, but whatever. So then it's like he's there. So it's just, okay, Palpatine, boom. It's like it's like Snoke. He's cloning Snoke. It's like, what the hell? So he can just clone people now. We're not certain how Palpatine's even bad or back. He just gives an example that, you know, the dark side has abilities, like unnatural abilities or something. So it's like, okay, so we're not sure if he's a clone or he just magically survived the Death Star blowing up, or if maybe his spirit floated around. I don't know. But anyway, he's back, baby. And so he's back. Kylo Ren goes down. They have a conversation. And he pulls out all these these ships with Death Star technology that can blow up planets, which is like, okay, where the hell they been? And they just been hiding under. And then I'm like, why does he need Kylo Ren in the first place? He could just send them out and they could pull up every fucking planet on the galaxy, and he could just be the supreme ruler of everything, man. He'd just blow it all up. So that was a little weird. And then, you know, he was saying he was every voice inside Kylo's head. Should then make him question, like, you know, why would he still want to be on the dark side? And another part that boggles my mind at that point, why haven't we seen Anakin Skywalker in a ghost form? So it's just weird, you know. You think since everyone else is coming back in these ghosts, where the hell is Anakin? So he could easily talk to his grandson, and we could resolve a lot of this. But whatever, we don't see him. What else? Oh man! And then there's another part. If Palpatine's been in his head this whole entire time and pulling the strings for all this shit, then why does he not realize after he sends him back that he wants to work with Rey to kill Palpatine and take over everything themselves? So maybe he does know, but it just doesn't come off that way. So anyway, that was another point that boggled my head. And this movie goes very fast and it's kind of stupid. It's like, oh god, what is it? They go get a thing that takes them to another thing that takes them to another thing, and they have to find a knife or some bullshit. So it's just, a lot of stuff makes no sense, but it's going so fast, you're just kind of like a roller coaster ride. You just ride it, and, you know, everything looks really pretty and everything, but I just find it funny, like they, you know, I don't know. They found this dagger, and it's got Sith writing, but then C-3PO can read it, but he can't, like, translate it. So he knows what it says, but he can't say it. It's like, why the hell don't you just point it out on a map or something, or draw it in the sand, or write it out in their language, in English? It's just something that, you know, they could have done so many other things, but they got to go to another planet, get a code breaker to break into his head and erase his memory, and I don't know. And then Rey, of course, doesn't get injured or hurt. I think she loses one little sword battle with Rey. I don't know. It's all over the place. But anyway, I don't know. I just think I like how they give a big fuck you to the last Jedi in this movie, and I just wish they would have made Luke not die in the last Skywalker or the last Jedi and bring him back, and he just teleported somewhere. So it was disappointing to see him as a Force ghost. But I do like the fact that at least he makes an address about the lightsaber. You know how important it was, and he didn't chuck it over his shoulder. So it's a little bit better. But I don't know. I don't think they have a plan. So I don't know where it's gonna go after this. But I don't know. So this is God. I don't even know. Like I said, I'm not really a Star Wars fan. I like Rogue One that Disney has done. I thought that was a decent movie. But like Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker, I don't know where it's going. Like The Last Jedi, it seemed like I was watching a Mel Brooks parody on the Star Wars movie. So it just didn't feel like Star Wars whatsoever. And that just is another whole can of worms there. But anyway, yeah. So, I mean, it was decent, but I don't know. I would never ever watch this again unless I was like really drunk and saw it on TV. So, ho, 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 and cheers. Sorry, I had to take a little break. I was so getting into the moment. So anyway, some other crap that's crazy is Rose. Like, I hated her in The Last Jedi. I think she's not a bad character, so to speak. I just think they wasted her talents. Like, she's useless. And in this movie, it's kind of funny. she's in the movie, but she ain't in the movie. It's like everyone else is doing shit, and she's like, nah, I gotta study. I'm like, study what? Death Star technology. It's like, oh my God. But whatever, she's in the movie. Another point that was stupid as hell is the wreckage of the Death Star. So it's like, my memory serves me right. I don't think there was anything left of the Death Star, but whatever. Blows it up. There's this huge piece of wreckage. So anyway, they get to this like ocean, you know, and it's like bad waves and crap. And of course, Rey can, you know, glide there, no problem. She's super, you know, like a god. Anyway, she gets there, no problem. Then, well, first, before she gets there, the damn knife pulls out. It's like watching the Goonies. So I'm like, oh God, they're ripping off the Goonies here. So she matches up the shit, which makes no sense. I don't know how they'd have a piece match up to the wreckage, because it's like, it's still getting messed up. So how is that knife relevant? Like, that's it's wreckage, man. It's still falling apart. So how is that? Yeah, whatever. It matches up. Then she finds like a perfectly intact throne room, and it's like, oh my God. So anyway, then she gets in there. And then magically doors pop open. So I'm like, oh boy. So then she finds another MacGuffin. And that's just, it's like the map. And then Kylo Ren shows up, takes the damn thing. And then, I don't know. Then they have another sword fight. And I get they didn't have much to work with Leia. And I understand they did the best they could. But it was this, like, you know, she's got this healing force now that comes out of nowhere. You don't understand how she learns that shit, but she can heal things. So anyway, you know, Leia talks to her son. She stabs him. And then she revives him. So this is whatever. Then she goes off to see Luke, whatever. And then he talks to his dad, I guess, through memory. But that was the only cool part I really thought was in the movie. Bring back Harrison Ford. I thought it was cool. But again, you can tell Harrison Ford didn't give a fuck, but whatever. You know, I don't even think the hair matches, but whatever. Talks to his son, he turns good. Now, another part that just blows my mind is the Knights of Ren. They look cool as shit. Cool as shit, but they're dumb as fuck, man. They do nothing in this movie. It's like, at least have a scene where they kick somebody's ass, but they don't. And it's like, it's crazy. So then, you know, I'm skipping all ahead, but anyway, when they go to the last battle scene, and when Rey is there fighting with Palpatine, and Kylo Ren shows up to save her and shit, like, he just takes out the Knights of Ren like nothing. I mean, they get a couple hits on him, but I was like, what the fuck? It's like, and he's not even using any of his force powers. It's like he's just letting him get his ass kicked. He gets the lightsaber, this teleportation bullshit, but whatever. He gets the lightsaber and just like destroys his Knight of Ren. Boom, nothing. Like, but that's the only little fight they even have in the whole damn movie. Lando, God, they could have done so much with Lando, but it's like, you know, he's in the movie, but that's about it. He does nothing really cool. I don't know why he wasn't helping lead the aerial attack when they go into Exegol to fight Palpatine. But anyway, they waste Lando's character. And then, oh God, then when Rey and Kylo go to fight Palpatine, it was just like, the part that kills me is like if he sucks the light form out and he gets rejuvenated, why in the fuck doesn't he turn back to his human form? He still turns into a creepy, nasty old man. Mind you, the fact that she turns out to be his granddaughter, which is another weird part. Like, who the hell was fucking Palpatine, and when did that happen? And did he have a son? Did he have a daughter? We don't know shit. So anyway, whatever. So it's just like she's a Palpatine. He sucks him out. It's this decrepit thing. He shoots out Kylo Ren into the abyss. And then like all the Jedi in the fucking Rey. He's all the Sith. Who knows what the fuck's going on? It's just so many stupid things. Like, he's got lightning that can disable the fucking ships, but it doesn't destroy the ships. It just disables them. And then when he stops his lightning, then the ships magically come back online and everything's A-okay, which is fucking dumb as hell. Then he uses the same 4 lightning bolts on Rey, and it does jack shit to her. She just pulls the fucking lightsaber. It's like, and then it's like, pull the other one out. And then it slaps his ass. And again, it's like, just stop the lightning, dude. Like, you're killing yourself, but whatever. So I guess he's dead. Who the fuck knows? Like, maybe. So he might come back in another movie. I guess they can always go to Palpatine, man. That's their, like, go-to guy. So Jesus, man. So, like I said, visually it was entertaining. I don't know. It's like each one of these things, like I said, I don't give a shit no more. I just wait. You know, the reviews, I don't even trust the reviews anymore, so it's just like, I know there's a divide with the Star Wars fans, you know, after The Last Jedi, some liked it, some hated it, so again, I don't know where they're going with this. Hopefully, Disney will, in their next set of trilogies, map it out way better than this shit. So, and I hope, and I pray, that they bring back Luke Skywalker. I know it's a hard way, but resurrect the man. He's got to go out in style. It's just sad as hell what they did to him. So anyway, that's my review. And I don't know, write some comments down below. And I hope to see you again. Alright, peace.